Hey guys, been a bit. Um, had some things going on and maybe a little bit of procrastination. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey man, we're all human, you know. But but from here on, very consistent. I promise. I promise. Today I wanted to talk about this book I've been reading. Why am I doing an accent? I don't know. I've been reading Atomic Habits. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. I just finished it today. Like I read the conclusion today, this morning when I got up. So I'm gonna reread it fully another time. But there's a billion. It's a really great book. So many interesting ideas in here, and like so much to unpack. But I did want to talk about one of the things that I found pretty interesting, and I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to from this. So I wanted to share it with you guys, make a little video. Yeah, so it's something he kind of talks about is this idea of looking for the right moment, right? Or the perfect moment to do something, or the perfect way to do something, right? Whatever habit you're trying to change, or goal you're trying to achieve, or whatever thing you're trying to do, we have a habit of waiting until the right moment. Oh, I'll start going to the gym when, I don't know, when this happens or when that happens, or I'll start making videos when I have this, or when I can do this, or when I have enough money to buy the perfect mic and the camera and all the shit, or I'll start eating healthy on this specific day, and from then forward, then I'll be healthy, then I'll start the diet, whatever the fuck it is. There's a million things, but we were accustomed, and I feel like it's ingrained that, like, when we want to change something about ourselves, or when we want to do something, we have to do it in the best way possible. We have to do it the perfect way. And I think that way of thinking is, it keeps you, I think on one end, it's somewhat of an excuse or a rationalization that kind of leads to procrastinating, and it keeps you from actually doing those things. And I think in another way, it stops you from just taking a leap. You know what I mean? Right now I'm filming this video just on my phone, my busted like 4 or 5-year-old phone. You know what I mean? And of course, when you're starting something new, and especially when you're seeing other people doing it that have been doing it for a long time, and their shit is super high quality, and they're so knowledgeable about whatever they're talking about or making, or they're really skilled, it's easy to think like, if I want to do that thing, I have to be doing it at that level, or I have to be super consistent right away, or I have to, you know what I mean? You want to check all the boxes right away. And I think the thing about starting is that, similarly to what I've talked about in one of my past videos, when you're starting something, you're thinking about the end, right? When you're starting something new, you're comparing yourself to people that are already at the end of that process. You know what I mean? Because we rarely see the beginning. You know, when you see someone's weight loss journey, or see someone that's like really fit in the gym, you know, and you're seeing like their workout schedule, or like I was talking about previously, like when you're seeing a popular creator or a streamer, and they have this insane setup and all this expensive shit, and you're like, I have to get all that to do the same, or I have to be working out 5 times a week in the gym for 3 hours to get that body. But it's like, you're taking their year, 2, 3, 5, 10-year journey, and you're looking at them at the end and projecting that onto yourself. And even if you're not making a comparison, you're basing your starting point off of where you want to be, you know? And I think the idea with starting things is to just start, you know? You figure it out as you go. I'm sure in a year, I'm gonna look back and be like, oh my God, what the fuck was I doing? What am I talking? Even now, like sometimes I'll watch back videos from last month and I'm like, ugh, I don't like that, you know? And so it's like, the idea with starting things is to learn as you go. You don't have to have it all figured out right away. You don't have to look for the right moment to start something, the perfect day, the perfect hour, the perfect climate, you know, where all the stars align and it's like, okay, on this day, I can start my gym journey. I can start reading more. I can start working out. I can start eating healthier. All of this shit, it's fucking stupid. You know? Even just the simple like, oh, I'll start on Monday. Or I have to start on the first of the month. Or everyone, you know, starts their whatever on New Year's because it's the first day of the year. You know, we feel like you have to hit that perfect starting moment. But I think when you let go of that idea of feeling like the beginning has to be perfect, it has to be just right, and just letting yourself do whatever, letting yourself start, letting yourself fail, letting yourself fuck up, letting whatever you're making, creating, or trying to do just be bad at the beginning, because that's the only way that you'll learn. That is the way that you get to that end goal. That is the way that you improve, is just by starting. Something he mentions in the book is a really interesting quote that I liked is the best is the enemy of the good, right? And so when you're doing something, we're constantly looking for the best way to do it, you know? What's the best way to lose weight? What's the fastest way to lose weight? What's the fastest way to put on muscle? What is the best diet, you know? All of these things, which I know personally for myself, like I'm looking for like which specific workout is best for this body part or whatever it is. And it's like, you can do all the research in the world, but at the end of the day, the action of doing, of just trying, is always going to be better than looking for the best alternative. You know what I mean? There might be a million workouts that I could do that'll optimize every individual muscle, but at the end of the day, just getting up and doing those 100 push-ups that I do, or whatever it is, or just throwing yourself in the gym and just trying shit is going to be exponentially better than constantly looking for the right moment to do that thing. And I use the, you know, exercise and working out and trying to lose or gain weight as an example because I feel like it's relatable to everyone. It's a very easy to understand kind of analogy, but it really is with everything. Even like reading, I've always wanted to read more, and I've started to love it so much, but I was always looking for the right day to start, you know, or the right moment. Like, well, I have to finish this thing, or I'm working a lot, or I'm out all the time, so I don't have time to read, and like, oh well, how many chapters will I read every day? I have to plan like when I'm gonna read, like when am I gonna finish the book? Is this book too long? You know what I mean? Like trying to plan out like, okay, this day I'm gonna read one chapter and I'm gonna do, or like, oh, I'm gonna read before I go to bed and when I wake up for this amount of time, and with that amount of time I should be able to read this chapter. That shit fucking matters. Just read. You know what I mean? Just read when you can. Read when you feel like it. And I think that applies to everything in life. There's no right time to do something. There's no right time to start. There's no best time to start. Actually, no, there is a best time to start, and it's now. The best time to start is right now, because you are fully capable of doing everything that you want to do, and the only thing stopping you is yourself. And the only thing that will continue to stop you is looking for the right moment. And I think that's something I'm really learning to implement in my own. There's just so many avenues of life and so many situations in which we're looking for, how can I optimize my start with this thing. And I mean, it's normal. That's the way that our brain is wired, right? We're looking for the most efficient, the most optimal way to do something. But I think in doing so, we never end up doing it. Constantly looking for the right time, the right day, the right moment, the right situation, the perfect something. All you'll ever do is look, right? And then you'll inevitably find yourself with having made zero progress, zero improvements, and you're at the exact same spot that you would have been had you just started. Something else, interestingly, that he brings up is this idea that planning gives us this illusion that we're making progress, right? So when you're watching those videos or you're reading those books on, like I said, the best workout plan or the best camera or monitor for that gaming setup or that streaming setup that you want, or I don't know, the best books to read or whatever it is, when you're researching those things, when you're planning your start, you have this false illusion that you're making progress, but you haven't actually done anything. Whereas if you were to just turn a camera on and start filming, now you've done something, right? If you just go to the gym and do whatever the fuck, I don't know, just do whatever, but you're exercising your body, you've done something. You've made action. If you just pick up whatever book you find interesting and start reading it, you're doing something. Now you're making progress rather than just planning for when you'll start to make progress. And I think that's a really key difference. And I think it's something that's easy to get caught up in, is thinking you're making progress by thinking about making progress instead of just doing it. And yeah, so I leave you all today to just act instead of thinking. We're gonna stop thinking, we're gonna stop planning, we're gonna stop hoping, we're gonna stop looking for the right moment and just do it. Whatever thing you're trying to do something toward it today. Whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is. Go to the gym for like 10 minutes. It seems small, it may seem, but it's going to the gym even for 10 minutes a day. Maybe you just do a couple push-ups or go for a run for 10 minutes. You have done significantly more. If you do that every day for a week, you just go to the gym for 10 minutes, you have done more than you would have if you spent every day watching videos on the best workout plan. Which one will get you the fastest progress? 7 days of running, of exercising, moving your body around, and 7 days of planning to move your body around are two entirely different things. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope everyone has a great week. It's a Monday. It's gonna be a beautiful week. So much to do, so much to learn, so much to see. Halloween's coming up. Probably not gonna do anything, but I hope you guys are doing some cool shit. And yeah, see you. I think maybe I'm gonna do 2. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna drop 2 today and then 1 tomorrow, or maybe I'll just do all 3 today. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, peace and love.